Amid our test drive of the 2018 Regal GS, Buick took us to Atlanta Motorsports Park and contracted trick drivers to show us amiable riders how to complete a J-turn. It's a crisis move, otherwise called a Rockford, in which the auto turns around at full speed, turns 180 degrees and takes off the correct inverse way from where it was going. It symbolized flawlessly Buick's expectations for the Regal GS, its most driven endeavor yet at a true blue American games vehicle. Buick is attempting to shake off many years of shame as a producer of grandpa-spec wafters. Since 2008, it has been rebadging the Opel Insignia, created by GM's German auxiliary and inherent Rüsselsheim, as the Regal. In 2012, Buick restored the Regal GS identification, giving force from a 2.0-liter turbo 4, at first at 270 strength, however then detuned to 259 horsepower in 2014 as AWD was presented. What it doesn't have is the richness or refinement of an Audi or Acura, to state nothing of Mercedes or Lexus. For instance, the very much formed seats would be prominent champions in their class, notwithstanding three flaws. In the first place, the calf skin feels harder and has a bigger number of wrinkles than match cowhide would. Second, we could lose the plastic triangles inserted in them, made to look like openings for a dashing outfit, a tasteless contrivance. What's more, third, the back rub work appears to have great goals, but instead than unwind the driver as a Mercedes Shiatsu would, it winds up thoughtlessly poking your back like an occupied sweetheart 1 week from saying a final farewell to you. Maybe significantly more unfortunate are the gappy fit and complete of the inside. The dashboard is very much outlined and even gains a savvy plan component that sees the left and rightmost vents interlocking with negative space in the entryway boards. Tragically, the arrangement of these shapes is off by a recognizable sum, destroying a key piece of the inside's outline, which would some way or another be very smart. These may appear like frivolous issue, however Audi essentially became well known, culminating and fixating on such points of interest. Mercedes and Lexus could never utilize such an extensive and light bit of plastic for the head-up show bezel, one that thinks about distractingly the windshield. At the point when these subtle elements are done well, they're not recognizable. Be that as it may, when they're fouled up, it's difficult to unsee them. In the event that you can live with these disturbances, at a $39,070 base value, the Regal GS undermines a significant part of the opposition from Japan and Germany. An AWD Lexus IS 350, for instance, begins at $40,660. An Audi A5 Sportback begins at $42,600. With all the crates checked, the distinction is much starker. Base evaluating is most like that of an Acura TLX, another V6 extravagance vehicle accessible in AWD. On the off chance that you need only the nuts and bolts, the Regal GS really begins pricier than the Acura's $38,200. Be that as it may, once you include all the tech and well-being alternatives, the Buick comes in at $42,190 versus the TLX's $45,750. Be that as it may, we would likewise contend that in case you're in the market for a Volkswagen CC or a Nissan Maxima, the Buick puts forth a convincing defense for more mixture.